Fred Dryer Show. There you go, boy. Some people like to run that music hot, I'll tell you. Fred Dryer uses it there to boost him up. I tell you, it's a great show, the Fred Dryer Show, the one and only show, heard every week at this time. I'm Michael Horn, along with a great group of guys here. We got Corey Marino and JD, Jeremy Dayton, our producers, and we got the one and only Fred Dryer. Fred, how's your week going? You were gone. You were in Baltimore. You were signing autographs. How the heck was that?
Well, I had a very good time. I saw some folks that are big supporters of our show.
Good.
And they were just very kind to me, as well as they were to everybody in our group. You know, we got on an airplane, and the one thing is that the airplane ride was fine, but my back doesn't take airplane rides
It's a long flight.
very easily anymore. But they were very kind, and we had a good time back there, and it went by really fast.
Were you on a nonstop, or did they have you stopping every few hours?
No, it was Southwest. We just got on there and grin and
got
bear
out in L.A.?
Grin and bear it. Yeah, we came out of L.A. and
get straight into Baltimore, huh?
Right into Balmer.
That's good.
And so, it was good, and it was good to get out of town for a while. But yeah, you know, coming back home is always better than leaving, I think, sometimes.
Yeah, I'll tell you. And Jeremy, you're from Baltimore. You've taken that flight, I'm sure, many times.
Oh yeah, I'm glad something good in Baltimore happened over the weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that later.
Raven
on.
football. That's a 5-minute conversation.
Yeah, well, I'm telling you.
5 minutes.
Welcome to the show, everybody. We got a big broadcast today. We're going to be taking a look at the playoffs coming up in Major League Baseball. Talk about football, hockey is starting, basketball soon will be getting underway. It's a good time of year. Mm-hmm. And we want to remind you, we're on the CRN Digital Talk Radio Network. We're on the Sports Byline Radio Network, Sirius XM Channel 217, XM Channel 203, and on their app, the Sirius XM app, 967. And that's Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific time. And our flagship 790 KABC, Saturdays at 6 p.m. We'll take a break. Back with you. It's the Fred Dryer Show, the one and only.
There's nothing worse than losing cell service while exploring the great outdoors, but that's changing fast. T-Mobile is bringing coverage to the most remote parts of the country with T-Satellite with Starlink, reaching over 500,000 square miles where towers can't. Thanks to over 650 satellites already in orbit. Over 1 million messages have already been sent in hard-to-reach areas from national parks to remote trails. King of Phillips, travel expert.
As someone who's constantly off the beaten path, this changes everything. Now I can stay connected, even deep in the mountains or desert.
For more information, visit T-Mobile.com. Sponsored by T-Mobile.
Trying to sell your old car? Instead, donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind. Pickup is free and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats, whether they run or not. Call right now and receive a free gift. Call 1-800-785-9618. Donate your car today. That's 1-800-785-9618.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1,800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
Hi, everyone. Gina Bellich here with the Legal Help Center. And we have a special guest with us today, Super Bowl champ Vernon Davis. So, Vernon, tell all of our radio listeners who should call right now.
Well, Gina, first off, thank you for having me join you here in the studio. Now, as far as who should call in, anyone who's been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation. Give us a call right now and find out how much money you could potentially get.
Thanks, Vernon. You heard it, folks. If you've been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, give us a call right now and find out how much money you could potentially get. Call 800-745-9090. That's 800-745-9090. 800-745-9090. Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states.
Welcome back to the one and only Fred Dreyer Show. I'm Michael Horn, along with Corey Marino, J.D., Jeremy Dayton, and the one and only Fred Dreyer here. So, Fred,
Yes.
Fred was in. You were in Baltimore for a big signing there. Did that Dee McCall show up to help out Sergeant Rick
No,
Hunter?
she sure was. She was there to the raves of the crowds.
So they love it. And is she gonna? Did you mention to her that we want her on the show here for questions and comments?
Oh, sure.
That's good. Yeah. So. That's good. So that was a success then. A lot of people showed up from around the country, I guess, huh?
Well, it's a national event, and I'm pleased to say that they had a nice turnout. I was there from Thursday. Well, I left here Wednesday, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
I thought it was going to be the weekend. So on the Wednesday, Thursday, what'd you do? Did you go out to some of the local night spots? Did J.D., Jeremy Dayton here, apply you with some good places to go ahead and hoist a few?
Yeah,
and
we
also
went to the
get
places,
some drinks?
all the places the Ravens eat lunch.
Oh, that's what happened? That's what happened?
That's what happened.
Got sabotaged by Fred.
They all got drunk, and they played Sunday, and that was it.
Yeah,
Monday.
that was good.
Monday.
No, we had a great time, and you know, my daughter used to go to Garrison Forest High School.
Oh, wow.
Which is right in Baltimore. You know where that
I
is.
grew up a couple blocks from there.
Yeah, that's right. And
really good.
They had some good people there, and we had a lot of fun, and that was it.
Are we going to send in the National Guard for the President Trump to clean things up in there, Jeremy? Kind of
in Baltimore?
Take care of Baltimore a little bit, clean it.
Yeah,
you know,
they could use a good cleaning.
The Back Bay.
Yes.
Chesapeake Bay.
Inner Harbor, yeah.
Is really has come a long way since I was back there.
What do you mean? Looking good?
No, it's great. I mean, it was. They revamped it, brought businesses back there, and it's a destination for weekend lovers and students and everything else. It's good.
Did you get any crab cakes?
I'm not a crab cake guy. You know, I can't take
really
that hard protein. I don't digest it very well.
So no crab cakes.
No crab.
Did you? What's the big beer back there when you're watching football? Maybe you ran into Harbaugh, the coach
Matty
of the
Bo.
Ravens there,
what is it?
pointing them back.
National Bohemian is like the Baltimore local beer.
National Bohemian. That sounds like a
Bohemian.
good Czech beer. That sounds good. Let's put a picture up there, Corey. I know you got some that our listeners, we got an email from one of our great listeners, Pamela Johnson, sent in of some of the hot babes that were hanging out with the one and only Fred Dreyer. And these people all came to get your autograph. Is that right? And pictures with you, Fred?
Yeah, they came from Ohio, Iowa. They came from all over the place. What's really amazing is that people in this country, you know, when they home in on what they want, they go get it. And
they want you, buddy.
These folks, they've sent me cookies. They've sent me homemade candy. They've sent me.
I know.
They send cards and letters, and they say, we're going to see you in Baltimore, and sure enough, here they are.
You know, Fred, your name came up today on the What's Cooking Today show, in which you told me at one point you had sort of a great greeting where you had a pocket always full of Tootsie Rolls, and when you'd see people, you'd say, Tootsie Roll, and you'd hand them a Tootsie Roll. Did you possibly bring some Tootsie Rolls back with you and hand them out to some of the fans?
No, the people in Baltimore don't get Tootsie Rolls.
You know, not even Hunter's Harem. Hunter's Harem looks like.
Well, I did that. I ate I ate Tootsie Rolls on the set of our show, and I put them in my jacket pocket. And they're tiny little things, the smallest of the Tootsie Rolls, and they were very tasty, and they give you a little shot of energy when you needed it. But I found no such Tootsie Roll in Baltimore.
Burger cookies. That's the Baltimore sweet.
Ah.
All right, that's
okay.
Burger.
What is
heavy. Burger cookies. They're BERGER. They're very popular there. They're very good, very heavy in chocolate and then vanilla dough.
That sounds good. Why don't you send us some, JT? You're a family man now.
Yeah,
when you get there, you get married, put the order in and get them out there. I just would like to have you start, because Halloween's here, we'll probably start getting, management will give the bonuses out to us in the form of candy. And so I'm figuring, well, just you stop. I hear that you do a little hoarding yourself on some of the candy.
Exactly.
Oh,
From what I've
I
heard.
lack self-control.
You like certain ones.
To keep it away.
I heard that Fred's a big, peanut butter cup guy.
And the Kit Kat.
I used to be. That's
Mike Gary.
Yeah, don't
Mike
say
Gary.
that now over the
No, I'm sorry. I'll keep it quiet.
And otherwise, I'll be.
We'll get some big packages sent here of Reese's peanut butter cups.
So we see Hunter's Harem hanging with you, Fred Dreyer, and was there some kind of
there's Stephanie on the right-hand side, right there.
Stephanie's groomsman. Did she have a group of guys?
She's on the bottom right, to the far right, on the edge of frame there.
Yeah,
she looks great. Yeah, she looks great, and she has her motorcycle haircut, and
she's still got her motorcycle.
Oh yeah, she has a motorcycle.
That's good. Good Dee Dee McCall. I love it. That show is on everywhere. It's on the Roku channel. It's on. I think on Peacock, it's everywhere. It's like you watch it. I'll tell you what, somebody's going to go into our chat room here because this show not only is a radio show, it's also a podcast and a YouTube video cast. You go to our YouTube channel and check the Fred Dreyer Show, and you also can get it on Facebook Live while we're doing the show, and it's posted then on YouTube. So check that out, the Fred Dreyer Show.
Well, it's literally. Everywhere. And I didn't realize when someone says, "Oh, it's everywhere." Well, specifically, where is it? And man, they just they all jumped in, and people from different parts of the country who we met back there. The furthest we had some people from Alaska. We had people in Washington, the Southwest, all the way down the Texas Panhandle, and
that's good.
And it was a lot of fun and very flattering, I might add. Stephanie.
So here's the big question: is there another show coming up that more people can make plans to attend?
Well, officially nothing's been signed yet, but I think the next one is going to be in Burbank.
Oh, Burbank, California. There you go.
Near my hometown. And
that's it.
Hopefully we can get a real good response and turnout for that show.
Good.
But it's toward the holidays. I think they put out. They were telling me 4 a year.
4 big shows a year, so that's good. So we could maybe take a group of listeners if they come out, take them to a Ram game, and they could watch a couple of block kicks and a Rams loss. That'd be kind of fun.
Well, they're one game they got to catch up now. They got one game where the Rams totally suck, and they completely fell apart. And
that's your team.
You can't be ahead 26-7 and lose.
I know.
And
tell the Dodgers.
And they have a good team, the Rams do, and they have a good coach, and they're sound organization and all that. But you can't make that ride home,
Let's talk a little baseball action here, because you got like Milwaukee's looking really good this year. Philly's looking good. I heard that the Astros may not be making it. That's a great news because there weren't enough trash cans to bang and cheat with. But, it looks like Seattle might have a shot. But these Dodgers have been getting good starting pitching, Fred, and then squandering the game with a bullpen that is reminiscent of an arson squad, catching the whole game on fire.
They pitched. They were in the middle of pitching no hitters.
Yes.
and then the genius manager came in and pulled them out after five and a half innings.
And it puts in the bullpen.
Put them in the bullpen, and here comes the bullpen boys, and there went the game.
I think there's a little pinwheel there that he spins. Who do we want? He goes, spins it, and, up comes a name over there, and he brings that guy in from the bullpen. We're going to talk about that when we come back. Some Dodger woes. Will they repeat? I don't know. We'll find out more coming up on the Fred Dryer Show.
Are you nearly maxed out on your credit cards? It doesn't matter if you're using your credit cards for fun or to survive. At the end of the month, your statements come in, and you can either pay them or you can't. If you can't, late fees and interest rates get tacked on. And now you're struggling just to make the minimum payment due. Do you feel trapped? Am I talking to you? Good, because I personally researched some companies that can help you. They may be able to reduce your credit card balances by 50% and stop the late fees. If you qualify, please call our special debt hotline number right now for a complimentary free 5-minute consultation. Deal with your credit card problem now before it gets much worse and put more money back in your pocket. Trust me, I've been there too. Call right now.
800-475-7125. 800-475-7125. That's 800-475-7125.
Savor the past and savor the glory days of Las Vegas. Enjoy 70 years of true Las Vegas history as 4 generations of family wait to greet you at the legendary Bootlegger Italian Bistro. Wine, dine, and experience Mama Maria's award-winning original recipes while surrounded by original family photos and celebrity memorabilia. Enjoy piano artistry nightly with music from the Great American Songbook in our main formal dining room. The Bootlegger Italian Bistro, 7700 Las Vegas Boulevard South. In the entertainment capital of the world, the Bootlegger Italian Bistro, open 7 days a week. 7700 Las Vegas Boulevard South, in the entertainment capital of the world. It's Vegas, baby.
To break or not to break your stucco? That is the question that homeowners have to ask themselves. Do they want to do that? I think not. Hi, Aaron here from California Deluxe Windows. In more than 20 years, we learned how to make most beautiful, energy-efficient windows to make your home beautiful, comfortable, and more valuable. We do not break the stucco, and we install our windows so precise that your house can be covered with potato chips, and we wouldn't crack one.
866-988-5100. 866-988-5100. For the best custom windows built right here in Southern California, call Aaron at California Deluxe Windows. Get 20% off your entire project and 1-year interest-free financing in Chatsworth and Santa Clara. 866-988-5100. 866-988-5100. CSLB number 774518. Some restrictions may apply.
Welcome back to the one and only Fred Dryer Show. I'm Michael Horn with Corey Marino, Jeremy Dayton, and the one and only star of our show, Fred Dryer, with the big star of the New York Giants, Los Angeles Rams. He was on a breath there with the New England Patriots for a while. He found out Tom Brady was coming over, so he got out of Dodge and got over to the Rams. But I'll tell you this, he also was a great actor. Fred, 2 careers that people marvel at. You had the great professional athlete career in football, and then you go on into doing some great things in TV and movies and acting. Quite the deal. So let's take your expertise and look at the Dodgers. What the heck is wrong with the Dodgers bullpen? This Tanner Scott guy has got to go. Dave Roberts, the manager, and I love Dave, but he brings this guy in, and the guy walks 3 guys, then he pulls them out, the next guy comes in and gives up the base hit to lose the game. It's like a prescription for loss. I can't stand watching it anymore.
Recipe for disaster right there.
Recipe for disaster. It's been, I think, 11 or 12 blowing saves this year. He's just been terrible.
They have 20 across the board all year, and 10, if you were to take the 10 most recent saves, they would have the best, take those out, give us credit for them, for wins. They would have the best win-loss record in all of baseball.
Corey Marino, you're a stat man. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's 100% correct. The Dodgers bullpen this year has accounted for 96 meltdowns, which means it significantly harms
96?
96, a franchise worst.
Come on.
And
that's more than half the season.
Yeah, there's been 10 games that the bullpen has pitched 3 innings or less, and they have a 6.65 ERA and have lost most of those games.
Wow. So let me ask you guys this, a question out there. Last year, the Dodgers had some problems with starting pitching. The bullpen saved the day. Starting pitching is coming around and is great now. Why do we have our guys pitch 5 or 6 innings and then bring in a known loser like Tanner Scott or some of these guys to blow the game and make us all upset and give us acid indigestion when we turn the TV off? Why can't we let these guys at the end of the year pitch a complete game if they can do it? Their arm will heal up by the time spring comes around. What do you think, Fred?
Well, the point was based on what happened to the team last year when they won the World Series. And they said, well, we don't have the starting pitching, so we're going to have to use our bullpen. And they gathered and they knit and picked, and they got themselves a world championship by using the bullpen as good as you could possibly use it. Well, this year is just completely the opposite way. Now you've got great starting pitching, but the irony is that for some reason Dave Roberts will not allow a starting pitcher, and we've got some pretty darn good ones. As a matter of fact, I was listening to the talk radio here the other day, and it's consensus that the league thinks the Dodgers have the best starting pitching, and as it is a rule, if you have the best starting pitching, therefore you are favored to win the World Series. However, what we wound up getting is we found out that as the season unfolded through the summer, we realized that every Dodger relief pitcher was going to spend some time on the injured list, and they've had more people on the injured list from the bullpen than they had reverse the year before of starting pitching. So now you've got, let's see, you've got now an opportunity to go deep into games and get those precious innings before you have to turn it over to the bullpen. And what do? They just simply allow the Dodger pitchers to go up into the 5th inning, and then Dave comes out, waddles out, and then says, I think that's it. We're now gonna bring the bullpen in at the end of the 5th, or maybe end of the 6th, and that's a lot of baseball to play when you're trying to protect a league, trying to protect a lead from what is going on, and they've just blown it. They've had a couple of no-hitters. They had like 2 no-hitters in 1 week being pitched, and they just decided,
let's take him out.
They just decided, let's go out and get him now. he's given us what we want, and now we turn it over to the bullpen. No, we don't want to turn it over to the bullpen. That's just the opposite, Dave, of what we want to do. That was the philosophy the year before. Now what we want is we want the pitchers to go 7 and 8 innings and then bring in the most trustworthy at the time of bullpen artists and get the final 3 outs. Right now, what we should be doing is trying to find somebody who will get the final 3 outs of a game so we can win the division.
The Tanner Scott looks at his glove like the glove is wrong or something. And you can watch him perspire on the back of his neck. They can't find the plate. They could go up there and they trip over it and not even touch it. Corey Marino, you got some stats probably, I'm sure. But, I mean, this is exactly the opposite. Is who says you got great starting pitching, but they only go 3 innings? Let's get them to go 9 innings. It's the playoffs.
Yeah, they have to get them to go longer, but I think what they're going to end up ultimately doing is shaving off some of the end of that starting pitching and make them into relievers with Kershaw and Sheehan. And then
Sheehan's a great starter.
But that's what but they'll probably just use a 3-man rotation and then have Sheehan and Kershaw come in at the end of games and do the last 2 innings. So hope you go 7 to 8 or 6 to 7. And then have one of the old starters come in and finish it off and do a little cut and paste. But it won't work a lot.
It's all right.
We'll see.
Jeremy Dayton, your thoughts for the solution here. When your bullpen stinks, what do you do?
Pray. I don't know.
Okay,
You said can you get 3 outs? I mean, in Baltimore a couple weeks ago, you only needed 1. Sometimes it's like you got to throw up your hands and be like, all right, you guys are still in first, which is an amazing thing.
That doesn't even seem possible.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, I can't believe it. That shows you how bad the West Division is in the National League. Good luck in the playoffs, everybody. Fred, let me ask you this. That rule, once you bring in one of the members of the arson squad from your team's bullpen, they got to pitch to 3 batters before you can take them out. That rule has got to go.
Yeah, that quietly snuck into the rules adjustment a couple of years ago. And I believe that killing baseball. Not, it's one thing. Oh, by the way, while I think of it, have you guys noticed that the umpires, they check for substance on the hands of the pitchers? It's less and less. They do it maybe once a game.
Yeah, they were doing it a lot before.
Why are they continuing to put on this fraud, this charade? They know for a fact there aren't pitchers out there junking up the ball.
Well, one guy that used to pitch, I heard, had Tootsie Rolls in his pocket. But that's just a rumor that I heard.
He wasn't a pitcher.
Well, he was in high school. That's something there to make it stick to the ball, I'm telling you. All the teams are facing some problems, but other teams are not. Phillies are looking good. Milwaukee's looking good. Jeremy, how about that American League? Who's looking good there? Seattle is coming on big time.
Well, Seattle, but yeah, I think you mentioned
Detroit
that AL Central.
bombing.
Detroit is they were 15.5 games up.
Yeah.
And now the Guardians have just tied them, and they're playing tonight. They got a chance to take over the lead after being back 15.5 games.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It'd be a monumental collapse.
They made up 15 games?
15.5 games. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, why can't we get some of their bullpen guys?
I think we did. So they gave us the good ones. We have them here. It is a tough thing. I just think you got to be serious about it, like you said, Corey, and go with the strength that you got as you head into the playoffs. It's just that's the way. But you can't bring this guy Tanner Scott in time and time again. I know what Dave Roberts is thinking. He's going to build his confidence. The guy's going to come in, close the game down, and he's going to have the guy turned around. Yeah, that'll work as long as his pitching coach, Mark Pryor, and his staff find out what the heck is wrong with the guy's arm that he can't get the ball over the plate.
I would love to talk to Mark Pryor, who
wouldn't
was
you?
A great pitcher in his day.
Yes.
And he's now the Dodger bullpen guy, head of all the pitchers. I want to know what he talks to the pitchers when he goes to the mound. What is it specifically that he says that he's noticed standing halfway in the dugout? What is it that he's doing that he can go out to the mound and get the positive corrections. I don't understand this. And the other thing else is that the beauty of this game is anything can happen, as we all know, and but it's not going to happen if you're a Dodger. If you're a Dodger lover, because there's just no.
Got to get the bullpen together.
There's no possible way that they can win now.
Corey, what happened to this rumor that Joe Kelly was going to maybe re-sign with the Dodgers? Anything ever happened there?
No, I don't think. He said that's the only team he would sign for, but I don't think he was in much shape, so I don't think they kicked those tires this year.
I mean, Tanner Scott, a 4.91 ERA, 11 blown saves. Blake Trinan, 5.55 ERA, 4 losses. Kirby Yates, 5.23 ERA in the last 10 innings pitched. We'll be back with more on the Fred Dryer Show. And now for Harmony Cheese, here are Vince Ferragamo and Jackie Slater.
Indulge in the exquisite flavors of Harmony Cheese, crafted with passion and precision in Athens, Wisconsin.
Our signature golden aged cheeses are a symphony of taste. From the tangy sweetness of cranberry and orange Abergele to the rich, buttery smoothness of our aged Gloucester.
Elevate your charcuterie board with our show-stopping Merlot cheddar, or savor the unique combination of flavors in our Portobello and chive Abergele.
Harmony Cheese, rooted in Wisconsin tradition, crafted for discerning palates. Visit our cheese shop in Athens or shop online at harmonycheese.com.
Don't forget to visit our cheese shop in Athens or shop online at harmonycheese.com.
That's harmonycheese.com.
You order a glass of your favorite Cabernet, fresh asparagus, hollandaise on the side, a filet, medium rare. You unfurl your napkin with a flair, close your eyes, and prepare to listen. Ah, there it is. The sweet music you long to hear. The sizzle. The sizzle of a Ruth's Chris steak.
The most magnificent corn-fed prime beef, broiled to perfection at 1,800 degrees. Some call it a sizzle. We call it an anthem.
As the waiter approaches, you think, is this one mine or that one?
Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Like Ruth always said, life's too short to eat anywhere else.
Make a reservation online at ruthschris.com or by calling 800-544-0808.
The Kahanapali Beach Resort on Maui is open, and we are welcoming guests. All properties are taking reservations now. Come visit. Go to kahanapaliresort.com. Experience Kahanapali Beach Resort on the tropical west side of Maui, just a short drive from the airport. All highways are open, a collection of relaxing resort properties, our award-winning beach, delectable dining, world-class restaurants, and activities for everyone: snorkeling, surfing, sailboating, water sports of all kinds, beach and ocean dining, stargazing, beautiful sunsets every night, golf, sun, fun, food, wine, and all in paradise. Visit Kahanapali Beach Resort on Maui. Relax. Reservations are now available. Start with a visit to kahanapaliresort.com. That's Kahanapali resort.com. The Kahanapali Beach Resort is waiting for you. It's the one and only Fred Dryer Show with the one and only Fred Dryer, Corey Marino, Jeremy Dayton, and yours truly, Michael Horn. Fred, just to close things out on baseball here, and Corey, you can back up some of these stats you got for us here. The Dodgers bullpen has allowed 304 earned runs this season. That's a high in the franchise. Look at Clayton Kershaw. He's going to retire a Dodger after this season. 2,844.2 innings pitched, 3,039 strikeouts, a 2.54 ERA, three-time National League Cy Young Award winner, one-time National League MVP, one-time World Series, and the fewest losses per start in Major League Baseball history of 200 plus games started. Clayton Kershaw, 21% loss. Whitey Ford, 23. Pedro Martinez and Max Scherzer, 24%. So them some good numbers here, you think?
Oh, I think they're fantastic. That's one of the reasons he's so consistent in his greatness. You know, I was looking at something here. If I just might fill this in, I had mentioned the bullpen. Can't they see when they pick a guy to get warmed up in the bullpen? Can't they see? Can't Mark Pryor? Can he see that the guy can't control the pitches? You have to control fastballs. That's all he's been doing is throwing off-speed pitches, and he can't get them over, or they go over the plate. But the bullpen is a place to where you have to display the fact if you have your stuff or not. So when you go in, you get right on it and get with it, and get these guys out. But they don't have that.
That's it. All right. Also, this week, the Mets announcers criticized one of the Cubs players, Matt Shaw, for leaving the team to attend Charlie Kirk's funeral. Corey, what's this all about?
Yeah, so it was Gary Cohen and Todd Zell criticized Matt Shaw because during the broadcast, Matt Shaw had attended Charlie Kirk's funeral, and they said his thought leaving your team in the middle of the race for any reason other than a family emergency really strikes me as weird. And then Todd said unprecedented. And Shaw's explanation was he actually met Kirk last year in Arizona, and they got close, and they had a connection through their faith, and he doesn't get why he's receiving backlash for leaving to attend this funeral.
Fred, remember Sandy Koufax took the Jewish holidays off. So did Sean Green when he played for the Dodgers. I'm telling you, this can happen over here. I think people don't understand this whole Charlie Kirk assassination. You know, you got the Jimmy Kimmel on. He's back on the air now. Okay, so I support Jimmy Kimmel for free speech to come on the air, but it's free speech. He is not going to be thrown to jail. He has to answer to his bosses and to the FCC, because I'm a student of broadcasting, and here's what people don't get. The FCC governs the over-the-air airwaves. You got an antenna sitting up there to pick up your TV, even if you don't. If you're getting the channels like your local channels in LA, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, all those channels are local channels. Local radio stations are local radio stations. They're governed by the FCC. You want to go somewhere where you can say most anything you want to do? Get a podcast or go on cable TV and be on a cable channel. But you're not. So you got to have the public interest, convenience, and necessity. And this is not being done on this Jimmy Kimmel show. It's all one-sided. And I think that's what they were looking for, was fair and balanced. Your thoughts, Fred?
Well, yes, I understand, but Jimmy Kimmel and his people have to understand that his signal is being carried voluntarily, and the people who are doing that can turn it off anytime they want and then come back and say, would you like to buy that's coverage in those stations? If you are, here's the price it's going to cost you.
Yeah, the broadcasters are in the business of making money. Your thoughts, JD, Jeremy Dayton?
I mean, obviously, like what you said, is the letter of the law. If they're not being taken to jail, there is consequences for free speech. I find it a little hypocritical and almost ironic that Disney-owned Fox was the one letting him go when they seem to be for a lot of that rhetoric and a lot of their other areas. It seemed like they just wanted to give the appearance of doing it equal on both sides, but there's still people that have been canceled and never got their shows back for saying other things that were disagreeable.
Who are you talking about?
Well, offhand, like Roseanne lost her show for
there's
a comment
one.
That was off
She
color.
lost her whole show. That was her program, her show, and they dumped her off and took her out of the show and killed her on the show. What can I tell you? To get rid of her, but nobody came to her defense. Oh, that's why she was conservative. So, you know, and when people, Kimmel says, you know, like, you don't have to like me, you don't have to feel the same way I do about topics. It doesn't matter as long as you're evenly balanced. The great comedians told 15 jokes against the Republican people and 15 against the Democrats. There's some real entertainers. Bob Hope, Johnny Carson, Jay Leno, they all did it. So it's like it's gotten out of control now. The late night talk shows are no longer comedic. They are meet the press type shows, is what they are, and they're doing it under the guise of comedy.
Should we replace them with robots?
Yeah, it's coming. AI,
possibly.
Tesla.
We can I don't think so. You don't want to program. You don't want to take away the fact that they can say what they want. I do agree that you have your First Amendment right to freedom of speech. But if you say something and you're employed by a boss and they say, I don't like what you're saying, I'm going to get rid of you, I don't want you on the show anymore, what can you do? They
honestly,
own the station.
I feel like they wanted to inflame those who are already so angry and rejoicing in the assassination of Charlie Kirk, and they wanted to inflame them and act as though freedom of speech was under attack when it was just the same narrative that's been painted when the right has said something that the left didn't agree with. And there has been more violence and hostile acts in the streets when they're up in arms than there has been when the right is. So it just seemed very contrived to me to stir up more anger and division.
And I bring this up because I heard a couple of local sports guys talking about it, Rodney Peete and Fred Rogan, and they obviously didn't understand, Fred should, the rules and regulations of the FCC and what they control. And everybody's all up in arms about it. It's the law of the land. So there you have it. Let's go turn the page now and get into football. What happened to the Rams this week, Fred? Your thoughts on this? The Eagles-Rams, some tush pushing going on there, a couple of block kicks. Eagles win that game.
Well, they let the Eagles off the hook. It was 26-7. The next thing you know, it's they're behind, and the Rams tried to kick field goals and what have you, and they were blocked. You got to be able to play football, special teams, and that's what defines these people.
And what about the tush push? You really, Corey, you were talking about this. It is just so hard to call. I don't see how the officials can see if it's legal or not legal. There's no way they can see who's on or off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Fred's been talking about this for a while on how it's 11 on 11 man scrum, and you can't tell when the lines are that close. It's a matter of inches, and the refs first have to start by seeing if everyone was onside or offside. And you can only see it with slow-mo technology when they do the replays. And then if they catch the false start or they don't, then you have to spot the ball in a big scrum and then hope they spot it right with the human eye from 50 yards away in each direction. And there's people in the way, and Fred's been talking about this for like a year or two.
Well, it's not a foregone conclusion that the tush push is viable in terms of being accurate, and that's what you want down there.
JD, your thoughts on the Monday night football game? The Lions looking to become real here. The Ravens were looking good, and all of a sudden they lose 38-30. What is going on in Baltimore?
It's a crisis of identity, not trusting the defense. I mean, the Lions kept going for it on fourth down and gutsy calls, and they just beat us. That's the first time I felt like we really just got beat. It didn't help not having, Matabike in the middle. They were just gashing us with the run. But those fourth down, we had them pinned deep twice, and they drove the length of the field. Our defense has just been wiltering for a couple years now, and it's like they got to find answers for that because the offense feels like they got to score a touchdown every time, and I think that's building up too much pressure.
Yeah,
Corey,
the other thing is, if I might just throw it in there.
Do it.
The other thing else is what was the running back number 5 for Detroit?
David Montgomery?
Yeah. He was terrific. He came out, he crept up to the line of scrimmage, waited for his offensive lineman to set the blocks and cut behind the blocks. They controlled the line of scrimmage against a good team, and there was no second guessing from the first quarter to the fourth. They just manhandled the Baltimore team, and
Derrick Henry fumbled again.
Yeah, and of course you can't excuse fumbling and what have you, but they won the game fair and square by controlling the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they did.
And Corey, your Chargers. I'll let you talk about. I mean, your Denver Broncos. What's the Chargers beat them? Came back 23-20, undefeated.
Yeah, the Chargers are looking good. The Broncos lost 2 in a row on last-second field goals as time expired. So those are 2 gut punches, and one against division rivals. But the Broncos, they look okay. The defense is phenomenal. Bo Nix is not hitting what he needs to, and he missed a couple. He missed 3 plays, 50-yard plays by fingertips. But the main story there is the Chargers are 3-0, and it's one of the first times I've seen that the league had them play 3 divisional opponents to start the year, right after a row, and they're all against the Chiefs, the Raiders, and the Broncos now. And Herbert's out there slinging it. He looks good, and it usually takes a year and a half, 2 years for Harbaugh to get his team doing what he wants and getting them in that system. And they just got that team humming again right now.
Mm-hmm.
Fred, let me ask you this. This week, we get some early football here. Starts at,
6:30.
6:30 in the morning for Pacific time, at 9:30 Eastern. And it's the Vikings playing Pittsburgh, the Steelers. And it's in, Faith and Bigoda. It's in Dublin. Would you
I
like
can't wait
that?
to get up for that.
Yeah, now. But would you, as a player, would that be something that would throw your whole clock off for the rest of the season?
Well, if you continue to ask players to make those flights, you have to make sure that you put enough time between trips. And if what I think is going to happens, they're going to make sure that this league is spread globally, and they're going to have more and more games every year. And got to get used to it.
Breakfast special, going to be good. Who's going to win that game between just a pick'em game, Vikings Steelers? What do you think, Fred?
Oh, Vikings.
Corey?
Carson Wentz.
I think I went with the Vikings.
Yeah, Carson Wentz is he's with the Steelers now, right?
No, he's with Minnesota.
He's in Minnesota.
I think Steelers find a way to win that, but I hope it's the Vikings.
I picked Steelers. I should have gone Vikings because Carson Wentz, I think, is, with Kevin O'Donnell, he's going to do a good job there. I may have to, on my national picks, switch that around a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Get up early. Make some hotcakes. You want to come over, JD, and make the pancakes?
I want oatmeal, Corey.
Fred wants oatmeal. Corey, what do you want?
I want Irish oatmeal.
Blueberry.
Blueberries on it. Good.
Yeah, maple pecan.
I'll take some Sugar Crisp.
You experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury? If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com, 310-873-4422.
1 out of 2 Americans thinks their life is worthy of a book. Here's another startling stat. You may be one of the 15% of people who bothered to start your book and one of the 6% that got halfway through it, but your gem of an idea likely died. Or did it? Some published authors are making significant money, so join the ranks of the successful people that finished their books with help from Dorrance Publishing. Call right now and our experienced editors and writers will explain to you what it's going to take to get your book completely written, published, and then taken to market to sell it. It's a free consultation, so call right now. Find out how much time and money it takes to finally get that book idea of yours published. Make your dreams happen. Call Dorrance Publishing right now.
800-786-1468. 800-786-1468. 800-786-1468. That's 800-786-1468. Do you hear that? That's the sound of uncertainty lurking under your hood. You know the feeling. I know I do. That sudden sinking sensation when you see a check engine light or your car unexpectedly breaks down and you're faced with sky-high repair bills. It's time to shield against unexpected repairs with CarShield. CarShield is America's most trusted auto protection company and has an A rating with the Better Business Bureau. Don't let the fear of a breakdown keep you up at night. Trust the Shield, CarShield, and say goodbye to terrifying repair bills and hello to peace of mind. Your plan also comes with 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, rental car options, and so much more. Don't wait till it's too late. Call CarShield now before a breakdown. Protect your wallet. Protect your car with CarShield. Get our best protection ever. Call now. You'll thank me later. 800-824-7094. 800-824-7094. That's 800-824-7094.
Dryer Show. Michael Horn, Corey Marino, Jeremy Dayton, the one and only Fred Dryer. Fred, your thoughts coming up in the afternoon game Sunday. The Jacksonville Jaguars are at the San Francisco 49ers. Who do you like?
Get his headphones on.
Where are they playing?
He was late to the party.
San Francisco.
I like the 49ers.
Fred likes the 49ers. How about you, Corey?
49ers. I like the 49ers.
JD?
Yeah, I'll take the Niners there, too.
I'm going Jaguars. Okay, Indianapolis Colts at the Los Angeles Rams. Fred?
Indianapolis Colts at the Los Angeles Rams.
Yeah.
I like the Colts team this year. They're going to be a big surprise, but not this week.
All right, Corey?
I agree. 3-0 is going to become 3-1. I think the Rams take them with that.
JD?
Defense.
Yeah, I got to believe the Colts' fairy tale start ends this week.
I got the Rams as well. Okay, we got the Bears playing in Las Vegas. Who do you like, Fred?
Oh, I like the Bears.
Yeah, me too.
Third.
I think I'll take the Raiders on this one.
Stop Bears.
I thought that
I think
last
they find a way.
Okay, what do you think, Corey?
I like the Bears.
Yep,
It's in Las Vegas, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens at the Kansas City Chiefs. I got Baltimore. What do you got, JD?
I got Baltimore.
All right, Fred.
Ride or die.
They're playing
He's
at
taking
Kansas City.
Kansas City.
At Kansas City.
I'm going to go with Baltimore. I don't think they're going to lose 2 in a row.
Corey?
I got Baltimore as well.
Oh, man.
Jump to the Monday night game, the Bengals at Denver. Who do you like, Corey?
Oh, definitely got to go with Denver.
Yeah.
Fred?
Denver.
I got him too.
Yeah, Denver better take that one.
I hope so.
All right, that's our show. We got a few picks in here. See how we do next week on the big stage of picks. We'll spend more time on that next week. The show is aired on various times around the country, so some of you may say, hey, the game already got played. Yeah, well, that's because we like to cheat. No, I'm just kidding. That's because we pre-taped the show earlier. That's our show. If you miss anything, log on to our website, thefreddryershow.com, thefreddryershow.com. Email Fred, freddryer@crntalk.com, freddryer@crntalk.com. And Fred, let's get some final thoughts from you here as we wrap up the show.
It's just wonderful to be back amongst the village again, and I thank you to the great people of Baltimore.
For Corey Marino, Jeremy Dayton, I'm Michael Horn. For Fred Dryer, see you next week.
If anyone should ask, you're listening to CRN Digital Talk Radio.